Okay, we are here for another week. I think this is week 16, right? I think week 16, we are going to be doing more of these fly rafters and the beveled purlin that goes on the outside of the building on the top. Now, I hope that we can finish those up and that we can finish all of the fly rafters on the ends here. And that would be the main goal for this week. And if we can finish that, then as a stretch goal, starting to get into squaring the roof and then doing our final cross bracing on the end trusses. So if we can get there, I don't suspect that we will, but that would be pretty cool. So let's get going. Alright, so if you see me just randomly drilling into the post here, that is because I am currently in a turf war with the carpenter bees. They are making homes in all of the holes that are left over from my GRK screws, because that happens to be just their favorite size. So I was gonna go and squirt chemical in all of the holes just to keep them out. I probably still will do that, but I also found another trick where I'm just putting nails in all the holes, and some of them are squishier than others. So yeah, that's another good solution for this problem. Oh my gosh, it is so windy and smoky today, as you can see back there. Like, you can barely even see the mountains. I can feel it in my lungs. And so today's probably going to be a short one. We're also getting really hot weather today. I think it's supposed to get up to like 106. So today's probably going to be a bit shorter than usual. Yeah, we're just going to continue working on these purlins here and let's get going. Alright, now that we have all of our basic fly rafters done up here, I'm going to be moving on to the corners. We're going to finish off the last little bit of blocking here that goes in between the last purlin and there. And then from there, we'll do the outside fly rafter, and then we can do this long one that connects to that on each corner. After we're done with that, then I think that we're going to probably lop off all of this extra post there, and then probably put in blocking in between the first two, like the fly rafter and the first two purlins, just because there's a little bit of wobble there. And as the boards are continuing to air dry, now that they're not straight stacked, they tend to get a little wobbly, especially since they're on a 12-foot stretch. So need a little bit of extra support there to keep them straight. So that's what we're going to be doing for a little while. All right, mess up number 2. So this bay, because it's the end bay, I think, where it switches sides, where the mounting switches sides, this bay is 3 inches longer than the other end bay over there, which means that even though I used 14-foot rafter or 14-foot purlins here, that the fly rafter actually has to be 1.5 inches longer in order to meet up with the fly rafter here, which means that I can't use 2 of the beveled fly rafters that I already made. So this board and another 14-foot board will be wasted. And this morning when I got all the wood out, I noticed, oh, I have 2 16-foot boards And I wonder what those are for. It must just be because it's better to have longer stretches of wood on the outside. But I think that those are for this section here, so that I have that extra 1.5 inches to mount it to the other one. So that kind of sucks. I definitely will find a use for this lumber later on. Maybe I'll use it for cutting my 2-inch studs that are going to go vertically on the inside. So it won't go completely to waste, just kind of a bummer, but that's just life. So first corner is all done. I think I still have to cut off this little corner here, but I just want to make sure that I don't mess it up and do something wrong there before I do that. So I'm just going to leave that for now. Now on to this corner here, and then if we can, we'll see if I have the lumber necessary to do these ones over here. Alright, so today I'm doing a little bit of housekeeping. Starting to run out, or starting to use up some of my lumber piles, so I'm going to be condensing them all over into one place, and that way they're just a little bit more organized and a little easier to upkeep. Glad that I started to. As you can see, it's a good thing to go through your stuff every now and then so this crap does not continue to go, because this is disgusting. Sorry about the wind, but we are all done with the framing on this side and it's looking pretty good, so I'm excited about that. Now I just got to move this scaffolding over to the other side and do the same thing all over again, and then after that I think we're gonna be done, at least with the main framing of the roof, which I am excited about. So roof framing is all done. Okay, that might have been a bit of a lie. I still have some issues here. You can probably see back here. Not everything is perfectly straight. Now, there's 4 reasons for that. 1, posts could be slightly out of whack. 2, but those are pretty close. 2, the hangers could have slight variance. 3, there's bends in the boards. And 4, the posts could be leaning one way or the other. So now that everything's up, we have 2 ways to get the things back straight the way that we need to. The easiest of which is to push the trusses left and right to get things back in line with one another. The second way is to put blocking. Some of these boards are a bit warped. Now, if you're a pro and you can do this really quick, there's probably a decent chance that you can get your steel up before things get a little wobbly. But if you're a DIYer like me, then it is more than likely that you are going to have warped boards before you put up your steel. So either take the time and put in blocking before you screw, or you're going to spend a whole bunch of time when you're putting your steel on because you're missing your screws into the purlins. So I'm going to take some time, probably a few days worth of work, to put in blocking in between these purlins. My kit supplier said that it was not necessary for structural purposes, but if you're a DIYer, I would say I'd say it's pretty much a necessary thing for you to do. Let's get going on our blocking, and then once we have all that in, we'll have a better idea of how far one way or the other we need to push the trusses in order to get a good line for us to screw our sheet metal. Thank you so much for watching. We had an awesome week this week. Got a ton of stuff done with the blocking and with the fly rafters. It's going really awesome. Super excited to be done with the blocking. I think we're actually going to skip over filming all of that stuff for the most part. So we're probably going to go to a topical video for next week, just to not bore you guys. So if you liked the video or thought it was entertaining, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're into home building, DIY, light homesteading, or the debt-free lifestyle, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.